Hey, good morning, everybody. We're back at this trailer, hopefully for the last day. The plan is to put the bumper on, and we got some flat steel we're gonna put above to enclose the back end of it, and then get the last two boards down and get the lights on it. So hopefully we'll get that done, and this will be the last day of dealing with this trailer, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with it. But it's another morning. Here we go. Careful, brother.
So what we decided to do, Kenny's going to show you. I think we're going to
We're going to cut these off on both sides,
and then
we'll take the bumper.
just use the square bumper.
Yep, the square part of the bumper, and we're going to weld it onto the lower part of this part of the frame.
So it's flush at the bottom.
Yep, so it's flush all the way
The
across.
reason we want to use this bumper is because it does have a serial number on it, and when we go to get
VIN
this
number or whatever it was for the camper that it was on.
right, but it'll be able to maybe because it's got an ID mark on it that it'll be easier to register this trailer. So that's why we're gonna do that. So right now tonight we're just gonna grab the death wheel and do this with the death wheel instead of getting the plasma cutter back out. We'll get that packed off and then kind of mocked up on the back. And
that little bit, and that fucking L bracket's in the way. I can't get in there. Son of a Richard.
Go cut the other side and we can hit it with Sawzall real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I got enough cord there. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Don't catch the trash on fire like I did last time.
I know, right? I was worried about the sparks going over by that oil too. Too small.
Oh, you got plenty left.
It won't let me get close enough because it's hitting this.
Oh. I think that might have been our last one.
Well, I can probably get the rest of it with a Sawzall, so.
Okay.
And I just bought some new metal blades.
Oh, gotcha.
Since yours is easy to get to, I'm gonna get yours out. Let's see. Since this is already, this might be too long. Maybe I should have got the shorter one. This might take a little more. See, I gotta cut around this side. I gotta cut around the whole side. Okay. I gotta cut this whole. If I can get through here. I gotta cut this whole front corner right here. I'm gonna do this like this. I get it. Then we'll hit that with the grinder.
Yeah, we just need to hit that with the grinder. We don't need to do that right now, but here, go ahead and grab it. And we'll just kind of, we need to, well, yeah, we just hold it down there. It's gonna look something like that when we're done with it.
And it'll probably come this way some more. So we'll have to figure out how long it is exactly.
Yeah, it's not 8 feet like the deck is, but
No.
we'll get it attached there. We'll get those covered up once we get the
Yep.
wires, but that's gonna be the rear bumper.
So I'm gonna grab a piece of flat metal that we're gonna have to descale a little bit, because in previous videos we probably talked about this laying in some water on the floor in the shop here. And it's got a lot of scaly rust on it.
We actually used a piece of this for the mount on the LED light for the plow truck, so
And
you guys
also,
have seen that.
Something that we did not video was Ray's Gravely yard machine.
Yeah, which you guys have seen that. I showed you guys the repairs. We didn't film when we built that, or when we repaired the mower deck on it. But as you can see, this stuff, this was a 20-foot piece that we only used like
About half of it now.
Well, we used about half of it now, but we had it like we only had like 2 feet of it used, so we had an 18-foot piece stretched out where this trailer is. Well, unfortunately, that was stupid, because when Kenny would pull all the vehicles in the winter, they would melt. It just got so rusty and everything. But for what we're going to do with it, we're just going to cut it to length. We'll cut a piece to length, and then we'll chop it. We'll chop it off, and then we'll take it outside and hit it with the wire wheel, and then we'll weld it on there, and we'll get it all painted up. We got the chops all set up. We're just gonna square up that end, and then we'll cut a 70.5-inch piece. Ken's gonna come and chop this real quick, and then yeah, we'll get this piece cut, get it descaled.
Are we ready?
Yeah, go. Easy peasy. That's all right. Might be time for a new blade.
I think there's another one around here somewhere. Yeah, well, that's a short one there. That was like you used. I think we got another one somewhere.
It still cuts though. There we go. There's our piece for the back. We'll test fit it, and then we'll set up a couple sawhorses outside and take the descale it outside, because we really don't want that dust flying around in here.
Yeah. Got that side?
I got this side.
We'll have to do some trimming and some weld here.
Mine's
But it,
looking pretty good on this side.
yeah, I might have a skosh of a overhang, but
That's all right.
just
Kenny said, we don't need no stinking sawhorses. We got piles of junk back here we can lay on it. This is our little junkyard back here. We really need to.
we collect tires for some reason.
We do collect tires and rims and old doors and pipe, snowmobile tracks, ATV frames, old air compressors, old Kias, old forklifts, old snowmobiles. Smokey Joe hanging out over there in the weeds.
yeah, that's a good idea. I was just thinking of that.
We're gonna get a
mask.
Ken's gonna get a breathing mask. Just
What did I do with that one I had? Here it is.
okay. We got it pretty much all down as good as we're gonna get it.
Good enough for us.
Yep. And then we're gonna hit these edges real quick, so wherever we weld to, it will adhere to a little better. All right, we got those edges knocked down, and I think we're good to go. We got that clamped on there. Kenny's gonna clean up or rearrange, get the grinder put away. We'll get the welder set up, but we just have it clamped down here. We got a little bit of a gap on this side, but we'll pull that in.
We won't see it with the board anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be covered. Like we said, this is just to kind of finish up the rear end here. And then the bumper will get attached right up to the bottom of this plate. And then we'll even tack weld between this plate and the bumper. But we got that clamped on there. We're going to go ahead and get set up to weld. And we'll start welding. We got the welder set up. We're just going to start here in the town. We've used a temporary clamp. We're just going to tack weld across the top, move the clamp down. I'll move the clamp down after Kenny gets a couple just to pull up the little bit of a gap that we got there. And then once we get the top couple tack welds on there, then we'll start finishing it. I don't think we're going to weld this all the way across up here. Just, you know, maybe an inch weld every 6 inches, 8 inches or something. We don't. It's just to finish up to make the back
look whole.
Look whole. Yep.
Inch long, right?
I'd say.
Feel better going towards the
They're not pretty, folks, but they'll do the work.
We gotta go down the.
Yeah, I gotta go down there.
You want to do the edges, or you want me to do them?
No, you can do them, but hold on one second. Let's get something and protect that.
Wire.
Yep. Okay. So we got a welding glove to protect those wires that are hanging out, and Kenny's gonna go ahead and zip the whole line down that end. We're gonna do that on both sides, and that should be more than enough to.
And then once we get the bumper on here, we'll do a spot down on top of the bumper.
Correct.
To help hold the bumper. Plus, we got to weld the bumper too.
Yep.
That also.
Yeah, and before we do that, we're gonna move those wires. We'll pull the wires out. The hole. There's a hole there where I ran the brown and
we need
green.
to drill the hole on this side, and we'll bring them out on this side.
Correct. Actually, yeah. Kenny's correct. We'll get those wires run for the lights before we do the bumper.
I had to put my knee pads on. My old knees don't like to be down on the ground. Big gap. That's all right. Oh, will you turn me on, right?
Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, and I'm gonna fog my thing up now. Hold my breath.
There's his bead ran down that side. We're gonna move over to the other side. So same thing on this side. He's just gonna run a bead right down. I'm gonna let him continue, seeing how he's already geared up with all the gear. So.
I still got a little bit left to go. I can't see. I'm blocking my own light. Not much, just a little bit there. Alrighty.
Here's that side finished.
Might be too much late, I don't know.
Nah, it'll be good. So we'll go ahead and get
Release the crackers or the clamps.
release the clamps, get the bumper up there and get it sitting on the jacks and test fit. And we're gonna have to grind the area where we're gonna be welding, because that's got paint. So we'll have to do a little marking, a little grinding, get it centered on the trailer, and continue on. Once we get it all mounted, we'll grab a rattle can of gray paint and paint everything
We got
up.
the bumper kind of in the place where we want it. That's what she's gonna overhang there. And we got a little bit to grind off on the back of both sides, the old weld from the one that was on the trailer before. But that's what she's gonna look like. We'll tack weld. Once we get it ground off on the back of that, it'll sit a little more flush, and we'll tack weld along in between that there. But that's what that's gonna end up looking like. A little overhang on this side. That'll kind of help protect with the lights. Once the lights are mounted right in there.
Yeah,
Nobody
and
can't.
And the lights are gonna kind of be underneath the board, but we're gonna do the lights like.
Yeah, so the light will be protected if somebody backs into something, they can't break the light off.
Yeah, the light will be.
And I didn't realize the bumper was out that wide when we first were doing that, so that's actually kind of good that it's going to be like that.
So we just need to I'm just marking where we need to take the paint off the back of the bumper to get a weld.
And probably on the frame of that because we painted it. And probably on the top, going down through there too, huh? We'll have to take some off there.
Yeah. Well, at least it's gonna be, if we take the weld off, we'll have fun to. We just gotta,
Yeah.
here, we can flip this bumper over and,
Oh,
that's the old bracket there. We just
Yeah,
gotta
that's-
grind those flat.
We gotta grind that off on both sides so it'll sit flat up on there.
Actually, I can do it right there, I guess.
You know.
So that's next. We gotta grind those flat and then clean this up so we can set it back down and get it tack welded under. And like I said, this is the data plate that has the serial number and everything for this trailer. So
Should take the wire brush set, see if we can clean that up a little bit.
yeah.
I said it's easier to weld from top to bottom because the slag kind of it makes a pretty weld, but doing it flat is okay, but in on an angle like this, it's kind of harder to make it.
He was
pretty.
commenting on how professional his weld is there. He's gonna do, you know, the next one is nice. You know, these ones over here, they're terrible looking. That's what we want to see. That's a Two Drunk Brothers garage weld right there.
Whew, it is getting smoky, isn't it?
Bit better. Yeah, that's. I didn't grind back enough for the paint. I think is what the smoke's
Well,
coming
it's 'cause
from.
we shoved it up underneath this piece here.
Oh, that's true. See,
Yeah.
I didn't grind back enough for the paint.
That's all right.
Getting a little better. Two more. He's just matching them in the area where we put the top one. Just match them down at the bottom.
Not that we have to, but
Can't see. Maybe that thing is popping and crackling so much because of the black paint as well.
I think that's what it is.
Because we're down on the down sides where
Yeah,
where
we've
it went, but it was ground off.
Yeah.
All the paint was ground off.
Yeah.
So last one, I think.
I think our bumper will hold.
I think our bumper will hold.
I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Do we want to put any tacks in here, or are we just good with the out? We're good.
I think we're
you
good.
You got penetration in right there. I
Yeah,
don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see it.
I think it's good enough.
I think it's good enough too.
Good for Two Drunk Brothers.
That's right. Spray paint the top there, that back piece. We ain't gonna spray paint the whole bumper. We're just gonna, gonna do that. And we should have more enough in that can. We'll get in here and spray down on the inside too. And
Yeah.
he's gonna spray the top. So Ken got the brackets painted, the back there. We're not painting the bumper, so little overspray on the top of it there adds character. Got that.
We just want to keep the old stickers that are on there.
Yeah, the old K-Bear, which I believe is still operating out of Anchorage. And K-Bear over here, and
Is this yours or mine?
that one's yours.
Good.
Mine's over here. But we got the back. Still, some of it's wet. We got that.
So we back two boards down, and then we're gonna work
Just
on.
roughly line where this one's going to lay up, because we're going to have a gap between this guy and this one is so twisted.
We're hoping we can get this twisted back.
We're going to drill one hole, literally drill one hole, bolt it down, and then hopefully we can use a clamp to pull this side down, or maybe even drill the opposite hole. But we got some twisting to do here, so
Yeah.
and maybe it'd be better to drill that side first, then maybe do like this. Well, we're just gonna have to go one at one or another. All the hardware is right there.
Did we put the impact? Oh, you got it.
I got the impact. Ready?
Yep.
Woo. That is a wicked twist in that board.
Sorry, good catch. Real quick and easy.
I don't think we want to go any further with it.
Sorry.
Which do you want, the gun or
I'm gonna take the gun.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Tighten her up a little bit, and then we'll release it.
I can't hold up.
You got the nut on, right?
Yeah, I got the nut on. I just need
So-
to move the handle out of the way.
Oh, gotcha. This is loose.
Yeah, that's loose, but now I can't. Oh, there it goes. Wow.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yep. This one should be. This one will probably be able to. Yeah, we'll be able to get this, suck this down.
Without this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just stood on. You just stood on it and pushed it down.
Hey, wait a second. You're calling me fat there, brother.
Not at all, brother. Whoa! Just cracked the board.
That's all right.
That's right where that crack was underneath.
You scared the shit out of you?
Fuck yeah, it scared the shit out of me.
Hey, we got that on camera too. We had a big crack. We had a big crack on the bottom of that board, and that's why one of the reasons we were putting it that way. But it just cracked on the top, but that's okay. We put extra bolts on it just for that reason. So made it nice and tight down there, nice tight gap, not like this one.
Like to get rid of that.
Kenny.
No, I know.
Overall, this trailer still is turning out a lot better than I ever thought it would.
Yeah, no kidding.
That one's driven home. Yep. Get this last.
That sucker popped and scared the crap out of me. I'm like, oh, what broke?
But out of all that old boards, that's the only one we got a crack in that one, but it never snapped.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere. I think that drill bit's actually cutting better now than it was the first 2 days we did the decking. That's weird. Same drill bit, folks. Same drill bit.
And we've even drilled other holes with it.
Had I only come over here with one drill bit, we would have never got any holes. I came with, what'd I say?
6, 7,
six,
8,
Nine.
9. Not including that one?
No, including that one.
Yeah, that's
Nine.
what I mean, including that.
Yep, 9.
Now we need to buy caps for all the holes.
No, they're not buying caps for all the holes.
We'll get the middle board after we get the end board here.
Yeah.
There were light brackets in the way.
I thought that over there.
Okay.
one more hole.
Suckers are good, aren't they?
They're not too bad. They're not as good as Dilly Dillies, I will admit. I don't think I could drink 12 of those in a row.
No, I think like after the first one, your stomach will start being hurt.
Yeah. But I have no problem drinking 12 Dilly Dillies. That might be right at the pipe angle.
That's right, we have that one up front there that.
Got a piece of cardboard?
Got that big ass box we can cut up. I do have that piece of cardboard.
Oh,
it's not
hey,
that big.
where's the creeper at? Let me just, maybe I can just...
Right there. Right there. Lean against the.
Yeah. Maybe I can just get up underneath there far enough with my noggin to...
There's the wrench if you
succeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope I didn't get too close.
Oh, nope. Looking good, brother. Looking good.
Feeling good.
Feeling good, Billy Ray. Looking good, Lewis. Continue.
She sucked down good enough. Sucking down.
Ah,
Beautiful.
beautiful. So we got the last two boards bolted down. Kenny just pointed out something.
We got to put safety chains on it.
We probably ought to have some safety chains on this for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna go take this for a little spin even without the chains. Like I said, we're just going around his rural cul-de-sac here. We just want to see how it tows.
You can hear
I'm gonna let Kenny film it in the rear view mirror there, see if it tracks okay.
you first start pulling out of the shop, you can hear this trailer's set up to have electric brakes on it. You can hear the brake drums because it hasn't been moved in so long. But we don't have that wired up, so yeah, we'll go that way.
Seems to track pretty good.
You feel it back there?
Oh, I can feel it. It's got a little weight to it, but it's not sinking the back end of the trailer.
Right. Seems like it's working okay. It's a little wider than the truck, huh?
Yeah, a little wider than the truck. garage cleaned up here, and the trailer, except for the chains, we totally spaced that off.
Yeah.
The lights work. We were just talking about another thing about the lights is
Yeah.
because it is 8 feet wide. You want to just wait?
Now we can start again.
Now we can start again. That's lovely. It's a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the garage cleaned up, trailers outside, towed well.
Yeah.
We got to get the chains on.
Gotta get safety chains for it. We
Safety chains. We'll
told
do
him we were hooking it up, and I'm like, oh, we don't have no safety chains.
good call on that. And then we were just a thought crossed my mind because I wired a 8 foot wide snowmobile trailer a couple years ago, and it needed
Side marker lights.
side marker lights, which is something that the kit that I bought for that trailer didn't have. I didn't think of it until
Yeah.
just now. So we may have to put side marker lights on it if we go. I need to do a little research at DMV
Yeah.
on the width of the trailer. If it says 8 foot or wider needs side marker lights, then we're gonna have to splice in back at the tail lights
And run.
and run one of them with the power, or whatever one is the power, just when the lights are on, that's on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the brown or,
I think that is the brown.
so yeah, brown. And we just figured we'd splice in there, run the wire up and put, I think you need 2 side marker lights, one out. Well,
I
we
think-
have a side marker light at the rear.
Yes, the 2 outside.
Yeah.
We just need orange ones for the front.
Right.
We just gotta have orange for the front and red for the back.
Gotcha. So we need 1 orange and,
Well, 2, 1 on each side.
correct.
Yeah.
But maybe we can splice then up where the wiring loom comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of running all the way
Yeah.
from the lights forward,
That-
it'd
yeah.
be shorter,
Right, yeah.
shorter runs. We just have to figure out where to run the wire to the light. So
Right, yeah.
just,
We'll figure it out.
we will. Then I think we're gonna go ahead and get it weighed and registered and licensed.
Titled and.
Get a title for it, get a license for it. It'll be way easier to sell to somebody that way.
Yeah.
So, or if we decide to keep it, then we can drive around.
Yeah.
And I do need to get a receiver hitch with a hole for a 1-inch shank
Shank.
ball. We have a 2 5/16 ball. We just need the receiver, so I'll
Yeah.
get that tomorrow too. So,
Other than that, overall, good day.
Yep. If you guys liked the video, we would appreciate a subscription
And comment.
and a like. And that stuff doesn't cost anything. You just
Click
click
buttons.
away.
And watch. Watch all of our videos.
Yeah, watch them through to the end. That also helps too.
Yeah.
If you're bored with them, just leave them play all night long while you're sleeping. You can go select a play all button and it'll sit there and play them all. But
Right.
anyhow, everybody, thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Cheers, from Two Drunk Brothers Garage. Tasty.
So good. Don't worry, beer happy.
Yeah, got a new koozie.
I'm rocking the New Holland Brewery in Holland, Michigan. Great place if you're ever in Michigan. Good beer.
Yep.